Good freaking Lord. Okay, so copy there. And it's showing live. So fucking take two because my internet wanted to be a jackass and kick me the fuck out for some odd reason. Uh, don't think there's really much to go off anymore other than, yeah, this movie was a weird ass fucking drug trip with a fucking star studded cast.
Oh, you missed the fact that I have to burn sage over everything Wizard of Oz and Laura Dern.
Yes, she had to go to Laura Dern's house and literally like call her out so she can cleanse her soul.
Go back to this thing, click on the share, do that whole thing. Let's see if you guys go ahead and keep talking. I'm going to see if I can. There we go.
Yeah, this again for what it was. It's not a bad movie. It's just fucking weird.
Some of the sound effects that they tried to do, like, seriously screwed with my ears, which I think is also a big part of the problem
Whatever they did to
I
Willem
had
Dafoe's
with it,
wow.
because it just hurt. Like, there were a couple of times where I thought about just disconnecting because
Yeah,
it was killing my ears.
their sound on that thing was really all sorts of fucked up. I'm still just
They did.
freaking pissed off because it's like we're in the middle of the conversation. I'm like, oh, my shit's reloading. And then I look down. It's like, oh, because I lost internet. What the fuck is going on?
Well, I heard somebody fall off, but it's usually Tyr or James. And they were still talking, so I thought maybe I was just hearing things, especially after that movie.
Nope. Apparently, my
Though
internet wanted
Tyr's
to be
gone now.
fucking stupid. Okay.
Uh, uh,
So now Tyr fell off. Hi,
I'm
welcome
back.
back.
Let's talk about having fucking technical issues. At least it didn't fucking boot my mic.
I
As I
was
go,
saying
as I
Well,
go
this
and double
that's
check just to be safe because I'm paranoid.
I did also say that this is proof that that movie really is cursed.
I am still surprised for some odd reason it will. Oh, apparently
yeah,
because
your mic's still there.
no, because of deleting something in Eve's channel on the shilling. Because I guess it was a weird link. Apparently, I have like a 20-minute timeout.
Oh my.
Weird. Well,
What?
that's fuck if I know. Well, I know some people probably say it's like that if you watch this and with some of the things, I would honestly say more of the sounds, especially like the shrieking in the background, will just give you
Emotional damage.
I had to work it in there
Thanks.
somehow.
You did. This
Switch back
movie
over this thing.
again. The movie is just weird. I want to know what the fuck would they think when they made Willem Dafoe's teeth look like that.
That
Yeah.
was so weird. That was
It's,
like, it was all weird, but they made him like even more creepy than he normally is, and he's usually a creepy fucking dude.
yeah, he
Yeah.
usually plays a weird character. I think the only one he doesn't really play an extremely weird character is this character in the first John Wick movie.
Boondock Saints. He wasn't that weird in Boondock Saints.
He was a
I
cross-dressing
was gonna.
gay FBI agent.
Yeah.
Love the
He was,
Dog
He was
Saints.
fucking
have,
weird.
do you know who Herbert Hoover was? He was a cross-dressing FBI director. I'm pretty sure that's off the course.
I loved him in Dog Saints, especially when he goes into the gay bar and says,
Or the drink you fucking
"Leave the
fairy.
bottle, you fucking fairy."
No, because he's like another one. He's like, I think you've had enough. He goes, pour the drink, you fucking fairy.
No,
But
no,
Yeah,
it was a firefight. Is my favorite line of
the
that
really
movie.
funny part about that is if you like, I don't know the actual cop thing, but apparently, after he fires when he's doing the whole thing and like, recomposed himself because he finds the finger, you can hear someone call in an accidental discharge over the radio
Nice. Hey,
or
Ryan,
shots fired.
check your description, and because you spelled wild at heart out at heart.
Oh, god damn it.
Don't worry, I got your back, brother.
YouTube Studio. Oh, nope. You, fuck. Stop.
I'm
Production
telling you,
live
the
on the air,
movie's
folks.
cursed.
It's we need to burn some sage over Rotn. This movie is cursed.
Good
Oh my god.
fucking Lord.
This movie is cursed. We didn't have this much trouble with A Time to Kill. Shit, we haven't had this much trouble with fucking Midsummer.
I mean, the last one we had trouble on was when it booted my mic for fucking 25, like, or it booted my mic and didn't know that for like 25 minutes until Johnny showed up and he's like, yeah, I don't hear Rotn. She's like, god damn it, motherfucker.
Shit, that was the first. That was the first.
No, the first Jordan Peele one was 5 minutes. It was the one with you and James and
The Wicker Man.
The Wicker Man. The original Wicker Man.
Yeah.
Which I would still rather watch again than this fucking movie.
All right, Rodney. Since you watched The Time to Kill with me, where would you place this one? Is The Time to Kill better, or Time to Kill better, or this one?
This one was definitely weirder, but it's still one that, while weird and the sound being a little off, I still think I could recommend this one over Time to Kill.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Because we can't
This
say
one or
can't,
Kiss of the Vampire?
This one.
yeah, it's still this. It's still this one. I prefer better.
Heretics.
Like, well, fucking deal with it. That was
Like I said, I told you what my review of that one was.
like, I'm still not that familiar with David Lynch, but it's like with a lot of his work.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just haven't watched too much of it, but I can understand that. Like, Vampire's Kiss was really,
Garbage.
really fucking out there, and just the writer kind of needs to be kicked in the nuts. Joseph Whedon, like, he needs a good hoof to the nuts.
But
Oh,
they
yeah.
gave him the best overacting Nicolas Cage ever.
Mm, I
No.
don't know. We haven't gotten to the Family Man yet, or the Weatherman.
I will still say it's funny because he was definitely doing some overacting in this one, and he wasn't the one overacting the most.
The mom was.
And
Even
Laura Dern
Laura
kind of
Dern
was.
was.
Well, like they both basically had him topped. You know, and she's basically saying like, "Oh, you listen to my body, and it feels like your cock is talking to me when it's inside me." And it's like, hold up, what?
Let's clip that.
Clip.
Just because
Let's not.
just because at some point that's going to come up in a conversation.
Let's not, just because I don't want to be reminded of those words coming out of Rotten's mouth.
Hey,
Shit, that's actually in my closet.
a writer wrote those words. I
It's
mean,
probably female.
He probably identified
it's probably fucking David Lynch that wrote it.
Oh,
Probably was.
I mean, that's still like that one. Like, I honestly say would be like on par with the Helena Bonham Carter in Fight Club with the shit that she said, and how quite literally with the shit she was saying, which if I remember correctly was off the cuff. The
Mhm.
I
cameramen
would
were
have had your abortions.
the cameramen were fighting to not laugh audibly. Like when they just had them do that, because like they did several different takes, you know, like her falling back and when they're done, you know, the whole like I haven't been fucked like that since grade school.
Yeah, the original line that they wanted to have was, "I want to have your abortions," and the censor, the I believe it was the network censor, like, yeah, not network censor, the producers were like, yeah, you can't have that one. Like, you have to come up with something else, and that's what he gave her, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna I'm gonna take this L and let you have that one. Like, yeah, that was fucking wild. I But I'm looking at the
I mean, I'll still say I would recommend Vampire's Kiss over Time to Kill.
yeah, I would too. Mhm.
Oh, of course you would. Now, my wonder is, no, I still think I'd recommend Birdie over Time to Kill. Like, so far, even like just Time to Kill is at that bottom bucket. Like, Wild at Heart is just,
Weird.
it's so weird because while you want to turn away, you can't.
All right,
It's like
so
it's like a weird train wreck that you know you shouldn't be looking at, but you can't stop looking.
all right, so I'm going to place the three. I'm going Birdie, Time to Kill, and Wilder. I'm going to place them because I can't do Vampire's Kiss because y'all know where it stands. So it would be Wild at Heart, Birdie, and then Time to Kill. At least for me, so far.
Oh, of like the top worst or the
The ones I would recommend above, yeah.
so you would recommend Time to Kill over
No,
okay.
it would be under Birdie.
Okay, so that's what it was. It was at the top and
No, it
no,
was
I'm
Wild at
saying Wild
Heart.
at Heart was at the top because you started with that one.
Yes, and then Birdie, and then Time to Kill.
And
James.
I think we're gonna
Yes.
I think we'll probably have to wrap up pretty shortly just because I think all
Yeah.
of us are kind of fading fast. My anger is
Oh, I'm
basically
not
subsiding.
fighting. I'm wrestling for my oxygen.
Ah. But
But
go ahead.
I was just going to say, it wasn't that bad of a movie. I love the Wizard of Oz symbolism, as many of y'all don't. But
I don't hate that they tried to go with the symbolism, but in a lot of cases they kind of just outright explain the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
But, you got to remember, she went through a traumatic experience at 13.
Yeah. Like
And so,
to me, other than just a lot of the what the fucks, the worst part about the movie was just their sound audio editing was just so weird. Like when he's singing the first song in the club, after showing the fucking punker what's what, and you hear all the girls fucking shrieking all the goddamn time in the background, like every time he stops. Like it wouldn't have been so bad, but it was so grotesquely loud.
Yeah.
Like if they'd have probably dropped that like 6 decibels, it wouldn't be so bad.
I put it remind me of the harpies from Midsummer.
It's still a weird ass movie.
It really is.
That's bizarre.
I'd still recommend it to people, especially people that are all up in their own ass about films. I think I'd recommend this to them as well, just because I'm an asshole. Now, see, someone who's up in their ass about films, I'd recommend a Time to Kill, or not a time. I'd recommend Time to Kill to, and that's because I'm a raging prick.
So that this would be Time to Kill would be your torture movie. Like if you had someone tied up.
Yeah, basically it would be one of those like when you see someone's first watching Full Metal Alchemist and they bring up the one girl and her dog and they're like, oh yeah, and you're like, yeah, they're inseparable.
Yes.
And then later on when they come back, they're like, you fucking asshole. And it's like you were gonna learn one way or another.
I told you the truth.
But no, like I would recommend Time to Kill to someone that does the whole thing of like, I don't watch movies, I watch films. Or I'd probably recommend it to Polly just because I think he'd fuck with him hardcore.
Why would you be why plan to be a monster?
But like, Polly's also sat through fucking Twilight and shit like that with Weibo. So I would give this to him just to fuck with Weibo, really. Even though I don't know Weibo.
So you just want to fuck
I
with
like
Weaver.
Weevil.
From what I know of her and from what I've seen from her content and everything, she seems like a pretty cool person. I just think it'd be funny.
Really?
I still just like the whole thing of we're talking in the chat while watching. It's just like, what the fuck is all this and everything? It's like still better story than Twilight, or still better love story than Twilight.
Unless you take out Edward and Bella.
Yeah. Even with them, that movie couldn't be saved.
No, what I'm saying is if you take out Edward and Bella, you're okay.
I mean, honestly, from everything I know of the Twilight series, the person it should have been following wasn't Bella. It should have been following Bella's dad as a vampire hunter.
All
And
right,
like
so
his vampire friend and his wolf friend, and they go around like fucking up other vampires and werewolves. But that would have been a fun movie.
So I had a girlfriend at the time when it came out. She was a goth. Snow Bunny. Snow Bunny made me watch all of the Twilight movies in theater.
Snow Bunny was a goth.
Snow Bunny was a goth.
Wow.
That's why she got the nickname. That's one of the reasons why I gave the nickname Snow Bunny because pissed her off.
Yeah, he wasn't going with the whole thing of, for some odd reason, how Urban Dictionary has changed the name of Snow Bunny to white women who exclusively like black guys, because that honestly doesn't make sense. Like, Tyr gave her a nickname of that because of like a white rabbit thing, and it still makes more sense that a snow bunny would go after like skiers or snowboarders.
So like a puck bunny.
Yeah. Or a lacrosse statute.
I love you for saying that one.
God, I still fucking love that big fat gay weddings episode. I don't even know what it's called. I think it's called "We Don't Fight at Weddings."
At some point, we need to come up with names for all the major sports what their groupies would be. But yeah, I would recommend this one. I would recommend Birdie. I would use Time to Kill as a torture device.
The biggest thing I would say for recommending this movie, Wild at Heart, would be do not listen with headphones. Because it's going to fuck up your ears.
And I have both.
That and what?
I am.
You're kind of breaking in and out.
I am proof of that.
Well, next week, as long as all goes well, this will be the movie I believe James was wanting to watch, and should be Firebirds, where an elite Apache helicopter pilots are tasked with destroying powerful armed drug cartels operating in South America. And this one's going to be starring, obviously, Nicolas Cage, but also Tommy Lee Jones. So this one should be a palate cleanser all on its own, but we obviously shall find out.
Hey, James is falling.
No, he hasn't.
Oh. Damn.
But I'm going to call it there just because I don't want my fucking internet dying on me again. It shouldn't, because God, I don't know why that fucking shit pissed me off. But we're going to end it here. Yeah, next weekend should be Firehawk. No, Firehawk is
Firebirds.
Yeah, Firebirds. It's like Firehawk is Borderlands.
Yes.
What?
The Firehawk.
The Firehawk from the Borderlands games
Oh, okay.
and that whole thing. Otherwise, we'll be on Tears Midnight Show. I will unfortunately be going for my phone because since I need to recuperate some money that I spent, I volunteered to go in on Saturday.
Oof.
Aw.
It's only working 2 lines on the frickin' paint lines, and depending, it's all going to depend on where I'm at versus what we're running. Because if it's
So we'll get a report straight from Rotn's.
because I'll still put it this way: for aerosol cans, straight wall cans are fucking terrible to run for so much shit. And it's just because they have a bottom lip like most aerosol cans do, but then they also have a top lip by where the cap goes, and the cap doesn't go over that.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, if you ever go through the paint section or like the clear coats and that for the aerosol cans, you'll be able to tell what I'm talking about.
Mm.
And that whole thing. But we're gonna call it here and go about our merry way, I guess. At least try to go about our merry way. But hopefully everyone who sees this, technical difficulties in real life, because yeah, shit happens. But hopefully y'all have a good one. Any parting words for the week?
Good night, y'all. Go to the theater.
In 2 days is D-Day, so think about it.
Yeah, and apparently yesterday was technically the anniversary of Killdozer. For those who remember. And as Andrew said, just make sure you go to the theater. Always enjoy a good time going to the theater. I just couldn't resist.
Yeah.
All right, have a good one, folks.